Now, for some, the Rubik's Cube isn't just a game, but a competitive sport too. Hundreds of people headed to Glasgow this weekend for a competition, racing against the clock and each other in speed time trials. Take a look.
I can usually solve the cube in under 6 seconds. My name is Timon Koleshinsky, and I'm one of the current 3x3 Rubik's Cube world record holders. So we're at a competition here in Glasgow. There are 155 registered competitors, and they're all trying to compete and get their best results.
The Rubik's Cube is very important to me because it's like I have my own distraction from whatever's happening. It's really just something that's really calming to me. I first started cubing like 2 years ago on Christmas Day, and my first solve was a couple hours later. Once I picked it up, I couldn't put it down.
We always had a Rubik's Cube lying somewhere around the house, so at one point I was like, well, it would be cool to solve one. So I looked up how to do it on the internet, and when I did, I also came across competitions, and basically ever since then I've just been cubing like all day, every day. You can choose how competitive you are about it. I mean, for me, it's all competitive.
As well as the standard 3x3, this competition there's events such as one-handed, 3x3 blindfolded, then variations of the 3x3 like the 2x2, which is a smaller version, then the 6x6 and 7x7, which are a lot bigger.
I can personally do it one-handed, but I'm trying to learn blindfolded, but it's really hard. It's really addicting, and sometimes you can be up really late doing it and not even realise it.
Well, Ben Stokes, not that one, won the 3x3 blindfolded and 3x3 multiple cubes blindfolded. We asked him if this was a sport.
Yeah, that is there's a big debate. I like to call it a sport, but sort of me just not being very athletic kind of biases me. Yeah, I definitely think it's a sport. It's definitely competitive, and there's definitely a lot of training that goes into it. I don't really know how a sport is defined, but that is what I'd call it. There are people from all around the world. There are competitors from Asia, everywhere from around the world. People travel. The person who won the competition is actually from Poland. So we get people travelling around, especially because it was quite a big competition with quite a lot of events. So, yeah, a lot of people come from all around the globe and compete.
Well, I'm very pleased to say we can speak to Eleanor Sinnott now, who organised the event. Thanks very much for coming on the programme.
Oh, hi, good evening.
Hi, so just as why did you want to put this event on in Glasgow?
Well, there's a competition every weekend in the UK, and almost all of them are in England, and I was just really keen to get a competition in Scotland. So this is the first competition in Scotland in a year, and I'm really excited to have organised it.
And there's quite a lot of people there, and from all over the world.
Yeah, we had somebody flying in from Poland, from France, I think placed in Asia, just all across the world just coming for this competition.
It's so impressive when you see in action. The speeds are incredible. What about you? Why did you first start getting into this?
I got into it because my brother had a cube, and I kept borrowing it, and I kept stealing it so much that my dad had to buy me my own cube because I was stealing it too much. And then I kept practicing, and I got really enthusiastic about getting my time to go further and further down, and then I just got faster and faster, and I just really enjoyed it.
And so what are some of your times now?
So my best time in competition is 9 seconds, and my average is 11 seconds in competition.
Wow. Okay. Right. I think I've got to put you to the test then. I've got my one mixed. Have you got a Rubik's Cube there with you?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Now,
yeah.
is it mixed up?
Yeah, it's all mixed up.
It's all mixed up. Good. I don't want any cheating. And can you do this when whilst talking at the same time, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Let's carry on this interview then. I'm going to ask you a question, and when I finish asking the question, we're both going to go, and it'll be a race to see who can do it first. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so in your mind, what's so satisfying about doing Rubik's Cube? 3, 2, 1, go.
So for me, the most satisfying part is just that occasionally you'll get a really super fast time, and those are the times that really keep you, spur you to keep going and trying to get even more faster and faster times. Done it.
I needed just a few more seconds. I was right behind you. Amazing. And it's been a little bit of a resurgence in people picking these up and doing them and playing with them now. What's all that about? Do you know why?
I think that the pandemic especially was a catalyst for people to start picking up cubing. Like, if you compare the amount of people in the UK who were cubing before the pandemic and afterwards, it's gone up by about threefold. It's massive. People at home were just on YouTube and just had so much time on their hands, they were just practicing and practicing, and now we have tons of cubers in the UK.
And briefly, very briefly, are there any tips? Are there any secrets here?
I would say that the biggest tip is that you can't learn it for yourself. You have to, go on YouTube, find a nice tutorial, and that's where you're going to learn it. You're not going to learn it from just fiddling around on it.
I'm so pleased you said that, because when I was young, we didn't have all that help from the internet to do it. So that is my excuse for not being able to do them. Eleanor, absolutely brilliant to have you on. Thank you so much for talking us through that and for your demonstration. Brilliant stuff.
No
Thank
worries.
you.
Bye.